Hello, 9th standard. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Namaste and good morning. Today we are going to do video number 28 as last part of this lesson, Unit 23, Economic Biology. Right? And it is as part 6. So today we are going to do video number 28, Unit 23, Economic Biology as part 6, last part of the lesson. Now this video session, we are going to have the topic Vermitechnology and apiculture. I repeat, we are going to learn Vermitechnology and apiculture. Are you listening? Then as I said, you should have your classwork note and you will note all these teaching notes so that I will understand that you have noted the videos. Are you clear? Sure. Now today this Vermitechnology, what we are going to learn is about culturing of worms, which is nothing but earthworm. Okay, culturing of earthworm is vermiculture. A normal species of earthworms which are used for culturing is Perionyx excavatus, Eisenia fetida, Udrilus eugeniae. I repeat, Perionyx excavatus, Eisenia fetida, Udrilus eugeniae. These are all species of earthworm. Okay. Normally we say as Megascolus maruti or Ferritema postuma. Normal term we use Megascolus maruti and Ferritema postuma. Otherwise, we can name it as Ferritema postuma. 1 minute. Ferritema postuma. These are the species of earthworm that we are using for vermiculture. I hope you are listening. So, vermiculture is nothing but culturing of earthworm, and the normal species that we are using for culturing is Perionyx excavatus, Eisenia fetida, Udrilus eugeniae. Right? Other common examples are Megascolus maruti or Ferritema postuma. So now this vermitechnology that is given in our textbook page 283. Right? The awareness of organic matter and concept of sustainable agriculture. Sustainable, it is a supportive method of agriculture. Sustainable agriculture is gaining importance among our farmers in the recent years to produce good quality crops. Are you listening? This maintenance of soil organic matter is very important for sustainable productivity, and this is attained by vermitechnology, which is nothing but a type of manure, natural manure. Okay, that is right. Now the vermiculture involves artificial rearing or cultivation of earthworms. Vermiculture involves culturing of artificial method of earthworm. Artificial method of cultivation. And using them for the production of compost from the natural organic waste. And they are used for the natural organic waste. I hope you follow this. Now this vermicomposting, what you are going to learn, vermicomposting as important component of organic manure, organic farming as a natural manure, and it is rich in organic content. It gives very rich soil nutrients, okay, because it feeds on organic matter and excretes the undigested worm as a worm casting. Now understand, earthworm normally say they are the friend of the farmers. What does it mean? Even in our garden, if we have small garden in our house, you just dig a wet soil in our garden. Then after 1 feet depth, we find some earthworm living. Isn't it? Now these earthworm, they live in the soil and the skin is always moist. Okay? And when it is moving within the soil, it is said the soil is loosened, so that the soil rich nutrient they are getting mixed up. I hope you follow. And soil nutrients are what? Nothing but macro and micro minerals. Okay? And these macro and micro mineral, they can be formed by natural compost, otherwise natural manure. So normally we can prepare compost. Next we will learn in the environmental biology as manure, as sheep manure, goat manure, farmyard manure, and then fertilizers which are prepared in the factory or industries. Now this vermicompost, it is for example, you take a chalk piece box, okay, and that chalk piece box or any wooden container, you have some sawdust. Sawdust means marattu, or have some amount of water, handful of soil, which you have sprinkled some water so that the soil is moist in condition. Okay. After that, you just add 1 or 2 earthworm, and after 2-3 days, we find these earthworm will live in the burrows of the soil. It intermingles within the soil particle and eats the content of the soil. And that forms the food for the earthworm. I hope you understand. And that becomes the vermicompost. And that soil, content of the soil, when the earthworm is taking as a food, the undigested food, they are excreted in the form of worm casting. Worm casting now. Again, when we, in the soil, say for example, in just 2 grounds of soil, land, we have some plants. We are growing a small garden. In that, before plowing and before leveling the soil, first you should see the condition of the soil, land. Okay. After that, you have to plow the field. While plowing the field, we say the bulky soil clump, that will be getting broken. That is plowing the field. That we have, next we will learn. We are learned in dairy farming. Bullock carts are used for plowing the field. That is okay. After that, when we allow the soil just for leveling, after 1 or 2 days, we find here and there some burial. Burial is called worm casting. The kuviyal, so not burial, sorry, kuviyal. That is called worm casting, which is nothing but the excreta of the undigested food of the earthworm, and that forms the vermicompost. So that is called worm casting. I hope you understand. And the soil, what are the things it has for vermicompost? How this earthworm, they are mingling within the vermicompost. First one, agricultural waste. What is it? Agricultural waste. We say it is crop residue. As crop residue. What does it mean again? Agricultural waste after harvesting. Say for example, after paddy harvesting, the cut parts of the harvested paddy is left on the road. Other than that, this chaff, straw, I hope you understand this. The vacuole, umi, branch, they are left. Is it not? So they are forming the crop residue. That includes agricultural waste. And sugarcane trash. Sugarcane trash after taking the juice, after cutting the sugarcane, the part of it and the sucked portion, they are left. Is it not? That is the trash. Sugarcane trash. I hope you follow. So first, agricultural waste. Second, crop residue. Third, leaf litter. Leaf litter, it is litter na kuppai. When you go in the park, what is it? Playground, litter free zone noted the placard. I hope you have observed that. That means there should not be any dust. There should not be any waste to be thrown. Okay. So leaf litter, that is dried leaf, fallen leaf or fallen twigs from the trees or any part of the plant. That is forming the leaf litter. Next, fruits and vegetable waste. That we know. Is it not? At home when we cut the vegetable, those peel off and fruits of those seeds and fruit wall, they are forming the fruits and vegetable waste. And animal waste. Animal waste is nothing but excreta of birds dropping and these cattle dropping, articulation or cow dung, they are forming animal waste. And as biogas slurry. Slurry is a mixture of manure and it may be cement or water. So here it is biogas mixture of manure. I hope you are listening. So this is for vermicompost that we are learning as. Can I go through? Vermicompost, vermicomposting, worm casting. So now we have this paragraph. That is page 284. This paragraph is described here. I hope you follow. So vermicompost is the excreta, that is worm casting, which is a fine granular organic matter formed by the decomposition of organic materials by the earthworm. It is the ideal fertilizer for the soil. That is the definition for vermicompost. Now what are the materials we are using? As biologically degradable organic waste are used as potential organic resources. First one, agricultural waste. They are crop residue, vegetable waste and sugarcane trash. I hope you are listening. Agricultural waste, crop residue, vegetable waste and sugarcane trash. Crop residue include rice straw, tea waste, cereal and pulses residue, rice husk, and tobacco waste, coir waste. Tobacco waste na the tea leaf la solluvola, and then coffee waste, coffee padi after filtering, and then other waste in the tea kadila la poduvala, they are all tobacco waste. And coir waste. Coir waste na again in the what is it? Again this straw, when they are just dumping it, that will be forming the waste. Adala coir waste. Then leaf litter, fruit and vegetable waste, animal waste, that includes cattle dung, poultry dropping, pig slurry, goat and sheep dropping, and finally as biogas slurry. I hope you follow. This is for vermicomposting material. The next one, let's go through the heading. Vermicompost. Can you? Next, for preparing this vermicompost, we have two methods. One is called bed method and another one is bin method. Okay, first one bed method, another one bin method. Okay, and this bed method and bin method, as usual, what I said, after this video 28 description from the whiteboard, we follow picture presentation. In that picture for all these are given clearly, so that you can understand still better. Are you clear? Now this bed method, again you are given a land for preparing vermicompost by bed method. Now you divide the land into many parts. Normally at lab wooden, have this as wooden plank. Wooden plank na color. Okay, in that wooden plank you have some moist soil, then sawdust. Have moist soil and sawdust. Or after having the soil and sawdust, you sprinkle water. I hope you are listening. After that, you just add 1 or 2 earthworm on it. Then after 2-3 days, all these earthworm will just mingling with the soil, and then it grows and multiplies into many. Right? And this is best for Eugenia fetida, which is a redworm. Redworm is quite common example for preparing water, vermicompost. I hope you are listening. That is so in our textbook it is given Eugenia fetida is a redworm. Then here vermicomposting by bin method. For that we have this picture in the textbook. Okay, this picture in the textbook, as it said, first wooden plank. In that we have a tank. Under that you have taken coarse gravel na charal. Okay, and over that we have some worm bedding with the sawdust and soil, and over that we have cattle dung. And then apply some organic waste as this one, animal waste and biogas slurry. Organic waste, and then allow it to, and then keep this setup on a wooden plank, so that it can be observed carefully. So this I am not reading, you can just go through page 284. Okay, organic waste, kitchen waste, vegetable and fruit waste are added which are fed by earthworm. The bin is covered with the coconut leaves or gunny bag. Chenna volage coconut leaf. to conserve moisture. And a period of 60 days, the waste are completely transformed into nutrient-rich material that are excreted by earthworm known as worm castings. Okay, and these castings are harvested and used as organic manure. I hope you follow. So these are the two methods. One is bed method, another one is bin method for vermicompost, to prepare vermicompost. And last is advantages of vermicompost. Advantages of vermicompost. As normally the manbulu varamnu namakku nursery kadai, that is vermicompost. It is normally brown in color, similar to farmyard manure. Brown in color, similar to farmyard manure, and it source of nutrients essential for plant growth, and also it makes the soil fertile. And it improves water holding capacity and helps to prevent soil erosion. This vermicompost will help in preventing soil erosion, and it improves water holding capacity. And it contains valuable vitamins, enzymes and growth regulator substances. Growth regulator substances are some minerals and plant hormones which are regulating the growth of the plant. What does it mean? If the plants are having stunted growth or growth is decreased, this growth regulating substance will stimulate the growth. Otherwise, if the plants are having overgrowth, then it has to be reduced. It has to be inhibited by the growth regulating substances. Okay. So these growth regulating substances are nothing but plant hormones, like that of animal hormones like thyroxine and insulin. These plant hormones are also acting as a plant growth regulating substances. Okay. Example for plant hormone is auxin. Example for plant hormone is auxin and gibberellin. Auxin and gibberellin. These two are the plant hormones. I hope you follow. Then these are advantages of vermicompost. Then it enhances decomposition of organic matter in the soil. Vermicompost is free from pathogens and toxic elements. And finally, vermicompost is rich in beneficial microflora. Vermicompost is rich in beneficial microflora. That means minute microflora referring to plants. Okay, all these microplants, we say they are not microbes actually. Some of the plants, they are invisible, like that of algae and bryophytes. They are also helpful to grow. They are allowed to grow by using these vermicompost. I hope you understand. Just go through the content. These are the outcome of learning from vermicompost. I hope you understand. Can you go through? Vermiculture earthworm. Culturing of earthworm is called vermiculture. I hope you follow. So we will just continue. So these honeybees show division of labor. What does it mean? Every one type is doing one work. As queen bee is meant only for laying eggs. Queen bee is meant for laying eggs. Then in a beehive there is only one queen bee. It is bigger in size, largest size. And male bee, it is fertile male bee meant for fertilizing the egg released by the queen bee. And it is smaller than, size of the male is smaller than queen bee, larger than drone. Larger than worker bee. I hope you follow. Queen bee, its function is only to lay eggs. Whereas drone bee is a male bee, will fertilize the eggs released by the queen bee. Whereas worker bee, it is the sterile female, where it is meant for, it is helpful in protecting the honeycomb, protecting the bees, queen bee and drone bee. It cleans the honeycomb and then it collects nectar from the flowers. It has many work. Another worker bee. I hope you understand. So that is the function or working of the worker bee. So as these functions are divided among the three, this honey bee is the best example for social colony showing division of labor. I hope you understand. The next one, example for honeybee as indigenous honeybee. Indigenous example, native of India, they are Apis dorsata, Apis florea, Apis indica. Are you listening? Apis dorsata, Apis florea, Apis indica. These are indigenous honeybees, native of India. Whereas exotic, it is Apis mellifera, Italian honeybee, and Apis adamsoni is African honeybee. I repeat, Apis mellifera, Italian honeybee, Apis adamsoni is African honeybee. Are you clear? This is the example for honeybees. And now textbook, this Apis dorsata example, it is a rock bee or wild bee. Apis florea is a little bee and Apis indica is the Indian bee. That is structure. Example for honeybees. Okay. Then this 1 minute. This structure of bee comb. We say this structure of bee comb. It is formed of hexagonal cells. The honeycomb or beehive, it is formed of hexagonal cells. Hexagonal 6 sides. Hexagonal size. And it is supported with the waxy coating. It is provided with the waxy coating. What for? When the honeybees collect nectar from the various flowers, that will be deposited in the honeycomb. That is hexagonal cells. Okay. So now structure of honeycomb, bee comb, we say the comb of the bee formed by the secretion of wax glands present in the abdomen of the worker bee. The worker bee always sticky in nature. It has a wax gland. A comb is a vertical sheet of wax with the double layer of hexagonal cells like this. I hope you understand. in the picture presentation I have given clearly. And then comes formation of honey. What is it? Bees collect nectar from various flowers. What do you understand? Bees collect nectar from flowers. We say, which part of the flower? From the stamen. Stamen is formed of first androecium, male part of the flower, where it is in turn formed of stamens. That stamen will have anther with the pollen grain and filament, stalk called filament. This is filament and this is the anther inside the pollen grain. Anther, filament. Okay, and this is the pollen grain. About the structure of stamen. Now when the insects visit the flower, the pollen with the nectar will be sticking on the abdomen of the honeybees. Okay, and then when it reaches the honeycomb, all that will be deposited using the honey sac. It has a structure called honey sac. Honey sac. So the pollen will be having the nectar deposited on the honey sac. Then this will be converted. The nectar will be converted into honey. It is a procedure for the formation of honey. Okay, I will come to that next. So first structure of bee comb. What have we learned? It is the comb formed by secretion of wax gland present in the abdomen of the worker bee. And comb is a vertical sheet of wax with the double layer of hexagonal cells like this. And the honeybee sucks the nectar from the flower and nectar passes to the honey sac. Nectar is passed on to the honey sac. And in the honey sac, the sucrose present in the nectar mixes with the acidic secretion of the honey sac and enzymatic action, it is converted into honey. The stepping what is it? The nectar passes from the flower, the nectar passes on to the honey sac. Present in the honey sac. In the honey sac, sucrose present in the honey sac mixes with the acidic secretion and by the enzymatic action it is converted into honey, which is stored in a special chamber of the beehive. That is the formation of honey. The next products from honey. There are several products and honey is a best medicine. Okay, it has a very great value for anything and everything. Honey bees are used in the production of honey and bee wax. Other useful products obtained from honey bees are bee pollen, royal jelly, propolis and bee venom. Okay. Now honey is sweet, viscous, edible, natural food product. Dextrose and sucrose gives taste to the honey. It also contains amino acids, B complex, ascorbic acid and minerals. And formic acid is a preservative in honey and it is also having an enzyme invertase in the honey. These are the content of honey you have to learn. Whereas usefulness, page 285, honey is an antiseptic and antibacterial property and it is a good blood purifier and it helps in building up of hemoglobin used in Ayurvedic and Unani method of medicine, and it prevents cough, cold, fever, and it relieves the sore throat. It is also remedy for relieving ulcers of tongue, stomach and intestine. And it enhances digestion and appetite. Okay, so this is for uses of honey. Okay, you just go through 1 minute. Just a second. Go through that. Go to the heading part. First, beekeeping, care parrot. All the heading, side heading you should know. That only we have learned one by one. So normally we say after the completion of the lesson, the outcome that we are doing is what is written on the board under beekeeping, honeybee as social colony. Can you okay? Go through that. Social colony. Can you? You want me to say it again? Social colony. Under that we have what are? We have queen bee, drone bee, worker bee. Propolis. Find the meaning for propolis. If certain English term, you should know the meaning. Are you clear? After the 3 types of honeybee, what do you understand? It is the best example for social life and division of labor. Division of labor, no? The work is divided among us. அது மாதிரி ஒரு காலனியில் இந்த ஒர்க் வந்து டிவைட் பண்ணிக்கிறது. அதெல்லாம் டிவைட். இது சோஷியல் காலனி, division of labor. And then indigenous, example, indigenous and exotic variety. Indigenous and exotic variety. Example, Apis dorsata, Apis florea, Apis indica. And exotic, Apis mellifera, Italian honeybee, Apis valenzuani, African honeybee. I hope you understand. So please go through this, and this is the lesson, chapter unit 23, economic biology, where we have covered the full lesson. It is a lengthy lesson, so we have covered all these as 6 parts. First 3 comes under botany. Next part, 4, 5, 6, it is included under zoology. I hope you follow. So this is our lesson unit 23, economic biology. Okay, so we will continue in the next video session. Have a good day, have a nice day, and when we meet again, you have to complete the classwork, and as I said, assignment also to be written in neat A4 sheet according to the video numbers. You can just see the book scoring key answer and write. Let me see how many of you are sincere. Complete the work and come. Okay. So we will continue in the next video session. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Thank you. We'll just continue. Can you? Have you noted? What are we to do? I told you to go through the lesson. Have you done? Go through. Now, we'll just continue. Vermitechnology, so far we have done. Now we will do apiculture. This apiculture, what are we now? It is beekeeping, rearing of honeybees for honey, or culturing of honeybees for honey is beekeeping or apiculture. I hope you understand. Or apiary. We can say as apiary also. Okay. Now this honeybee, it always occurs in social colony. What does it mean? Then kudu we said earlier. That is honeycomb. Very good. Honeycomb or beehive. Honeycomb, beehive. They always live in colony. I say they because this honeybee, there are three types as queen bee, drone bee, worker bee. Okay, we say honeybee as queen bee, drone bee and worker bee. Okay, so now in a social colony, there is only one queen bee. One queen bee, and they are formed from fertilized eggs. They are formed from fertilized eggs. Whereas drone is male bee, where it is obtained from unfertilized egg. Male bee is obtained from unfertilized eggs. What does it mean? Without fertilization, how can it grow? Is it not? So there are some organisms, both in plants and animals, the phenomenon called parthenogenesis. A phenomenon called parthenogenesis is occurring. That is, forms the male honeybee is formed without the act of fertilization. That any organism which is formed without the act of fertilization, that is called parthenogenesis. Same in plants, when it occurs, it is called parthenocarpic fruit. The sitapalam chalula, custard apple, they can be formed as parthenocarpic fruit. The best example, banana. Banana can be formed without the act of fertilization. So that will undergo parthenocarpy. So this male honeybee is obtained from unfertilized eggs. Okay. Whereas this worker bee, these are sterile female. These are sterile female bees. Sterile, not capable of undergoing reproduction. Whereas queen bee is fertile, obtained from fertilized eggs. I hope you follow. So queen bee, honey bee types, queen bee, drone bee and worker bee. And these two are very important. Queen bee from fertilized egg, male bee from unfertilized egg. That process is parthenogenesis. Are you clear? And then these three types, they divide their work. That is called division of labor. That is known as division of labor. Second point. What is it called? Division of labor. As every part of the work. Just a minute. Hello, 9th standard. Have a good day. Have a nice day. We are continuing video number 28 as the part 6, Economic Biology, part 6, unit 23. This is our last part of this lesson, Economic Biology, where we are going to learn about vermicompost and apiculture, vermitechnology and apiculture. As we have discussed now with the blackboard details, I am just giving you some picture presentation. So we are doing continuation of the video 28. Topic is unit 23, Economic Biology, part 6. The portion that we are covering is last part of this lesson, vermicompost and apiculture. Right? Apiculture is also called apiary or beekeeping or bee culture, right? It is about the honey bee. Okay, and vermicompost is culturing of the earthworm, that is vermiculture. I hope you are listening. So this is first diagram is vermicompost about the earthworm. Second is about the honey bee, right? Now next one, what you are doing is method of vermicomposting. As I said, vermicompost, what you have learnt earlier, we have learnt about, recollect the points. Vermicompost, 1 minute. What is it? Vermitechnology, that's given in the textbook. Vermitechnology, the awareness of organic matter and concept of sustainable agriculture is gaining importance among our farmers in the recent years to produce good quality crops. So maintenance of soil organic matter is very important for sustainable productivity, and this is attained by vermitechnology. So we are doing vermiculture. This vermiculture, as we know, involves the artificial rearing or cultivation of earthworm and using them for the production of compost from natural organic waste. Are you listening? Earthworm species are used for vermiculture are, first one, Perinoc. Morning I will same I will say doing it again. Just listen. Perionyx excavatus, Eisenia fetida, and Eudrilus eugeniae. Perionyx excavatus, that is Indian blueworm. Eisenia fetida, that is redworm, and Eudrilus eugeniae, that is called African night crawler. These are the normal species of earthworm used for vermiculture. Now the vermicomposting is an important component of organic farming which can convert biogas, bio-waste into nutrient-rich organic manure by using earthworm. And it feeds on organic waste and excrete it in digested form, that is called worm casting. The compost is generally called vermicompost. Otherwise we say vermicompost is the excreta, that is worm casting, which is a fine granular organic matter formed by the decomposition of organic materials by the earthworm, and it is a suitable fertilizer for the soil. Now what are the material we are using for vermicomposting? Normally we say there are two methods that we will do one by one. One is called bed method, another one is pin method. Bed method, look at the picture here. Earthworm is physically an aerator, crusher, mixer, chemically a degrader, and biologically a stimulator in the decomposing system in the soil. Okay. Now here bed method, composting is done in the pakka or kacha floor or the soil by making bed size on the 6 into 2 into 2 feet size of organic mixture. This method is easy to maintain and also to practice. I hope you are listening. That is for bed method. The picture I will show you the next is composting is done on the pakka or kacha floor by making bed, that is surface, bed na surface, as 6 into 2 into 2 feet size of organic mixture. And this method is easy to maintain and to practice. In this composting, what are the materials we are using per? It's given in a book page 284 as biologically degradable organic waste are used as potential organic resources for vermicomposting. What are the degradable substances? First one, agricultural waste. That agricultural waste as crop residue, vegetable waste and sugarcane trash. As I said with the description of blackboard summary, crop residue, and after harvesting the vacuola irukkumla adu, and vegetable waste sugarcane trash. And sugarcane trash வந்து இந்த கரும்பு கட் பண்ணியாட்டு மிச்சத்தை போடுவால, that is sugarcane trash. Then crop residues include rice straw, vacuole, tea waste, cereal and pulses residues, rice husk, ummi, tobacco waste and coir waste. These are all crop residues. And leaf litter na kuppa, dry leaves or this leaf fallen from the plants on the soil, that becomes a waste, so that is called leaf litter. And fruit and vegetable waste, animal waste, that include cattle dung, poultry dropping, pig slurry, goat and sheep droppings. And another one, biogas slurry. These are all vermicomposting materials used. Then vermicomposting by bin method and pit method இப்போ படிச்சோம் இல்லையா. Then the container is half filled with bedding material such as shredded cardboard, leaves, paddy husk, chopped straw, sawdust and manure. That is given in our textbook page 284. That I am not going to read now, that you just understand. Okay, that is for bed method and pin method. Okay, as composting is done on the cemented pit of size 5 into 5 into 3 feet. The unit is covered with the thatch grass or any other locally available material. The olai சொல்லும்ல அதான் thatch grass. This method is not preferred due to poor aeration, waterlogging at the bottom and more cost of production. Right? The next one, this is the examples given in our textbook. First one, Udrilus eugeniae, that is a species for earthworm meant for vermicomposting. Then Perionyx excavatus, PERIO, so Perionyx excavatus. And Eisenia fetida, these three are the species of earthworm meant for vermicompost. I hope you understand this. The next one, earthworm species, normally redworms are used. As common name, redworm. Eisenia fetida are the worm species identified as most useful in vermicomposting system and are the easiest to grow in high density culture because they tolerate widest range of environmental conditions and fluctuations in the environmental changes, and handling and disruption to their environment of all species identified for this purpose. Okay, and then other one just additional point, just go through this example to virtually every landmass on earth, meaning there is no concern over importing potentially alien species to an environment. They may cause damage. I hope you follow. Can you understand this? This is for earthworm species. Just in the method, figure மட்டும் பார்த்துக்கோ. இதில் அந்த டீட்டெயில்ஸ் வந்து ஆக்சுவலாக நமக்கு ரெலவெண்ட்டாக தோணலை. எக்ஸாம்பிள் வந்து இது பார்த்துக்கோ. ரைட். The next one, it is bed vermicompost method. See, அங்கே பாரு, bed vermicompost methodல எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பாரு. Bed vermicompost method. Can you see bed vermicompost method? அது வந்து பெட்டு மாதிரி இருக்குல்ல, நிறைய பிளாட்ஃபார்மாக இருப்பார், அதனால தான் அதை வந்து பெட் vermicompost மெத்தட் சொல்கிறோம். another one is vermicomposting bin. It's a book diagram. Just it is organic waste is supplied, worm bedding with the manure, cattle dung, and then coarse gravel, and the charal சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, that coarse gravel, and then stand for support, and then there is an inlet and outlet இருக்கு. Okay, so this is vermicomposting bin. Okay, bed vermicomposting and vermicomposting bin. There are two methods, but bed vermicomposting method is cheaper and easier. Even at home, even if we have a small garden, we can have this bed vermicomposting. Okay. Now advantages of vermicomposting. First, eco-friendly biofertilizer, rich in beneficial microflora as nitrogen fixer, then potassium phosphorus solubilizer and cellulose decomposer. And vermicompost is richer in micronutrients than other compost. It enhances decomposition of organic matter in soil and also minimize the incidence of pests and diseases in crops. And it is a friend of the farmer. It improves soil structure, aeration texture, water holding capacity and prevents soil erosion. So it improves soil structure, aeration, texture, water holding capacity and prevents soil erosion. So that details advantages of vermicompost is given in our textbook, page 284 and 285. That detail you please learn. I am not reading out. Okay, that is. The next one is apiculture or beekeeping. Apiculture is the rearing of honeybee for honey. It is also called beekeeping. Okay, and it is a profitable rural-based industry, and honeybees are domesticated by farmers to produce honey. As you know, honeybee is the best example, as I said now, as it is a social life, and then it is meant for division of labor. And the example, apiculture is the maintenance of honeybee colony by human in order to collect products like honey, bee wax and propolis. And a location where bee colonies are kept is called apiary or bee yard. And honeybees are highly organized social insects, and their systematic position: kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta, order Hymenoptera, family Apidae, genus Apis. And in our textbook it is given varieties of honeybee. Example: indigenous variety Apis dorsata, that is rock bee; Apis florea, little bee; and Apis indica, Indian bee. And exotic varieties: Apis mellifera, Italian bee; and Apis adamsoni, African honeybee. I hope you understand. Then here Apis florea, see the sizes, just a reference figure. Small sized, building single small comb in bushes. Comb na beehive cholvolla, then godu. And honey yield is poor. Whereas mellifera, Apis mellifera, it is an Italian bee, somewhat look like a Indian bee, Apis indica. It has been introduced in many parts of the world. It is easily domesticated. I hope you understand. And then this honey bee, structure of bee comb, hexagonal cell, I already said. That detail I am not reading. Structure of bee comb, were formed by secretion of vas gland present in the abdomen of the worker bee. A comb is a vertical sheet with a double layer of hexagonal cells. Then formation of honey. The honey bees collect nectar from the flowers, and then it is deposited on the honey sac, where in the honey sac the sucrose present in the nectar mixes with the acidic secretion, and enzymatic action is converted into honey. And again, quality of honey depends upon the flowers available. That condition is called pasturage. Okay, and then comes products of honeybee. And honey content on the sweet, viscous, edible natural food product. I hope you understand this. நான் இதை மறுபடியும் படிக்கலை. Page 285 description இருக்கு. You please refer to this. Dextrose and sucrose gives sweet taste to honey. It also contains amino acids, B complex, vitamins, ascorbic acid and minerals. Formic acid is a preservative in honey. சரியா? And invertase is an enzyme present in honey. And used as antiseptic and antibacterial. It's a good blood purifier and it helps in building hemoglobin content and used in Unani and Ayurvedic medicine. It prevents cough and cold and also remedy for ulcers of tongue, stomach and intestine. I hope you follow this. So this is our details for apiculture. So please understand this with reference to picture and also the blackboard details that we did just few minutes back. Okay, now what you are seeing now in this is marine water prawn culture. Prawn culture வந்து நான் டீட்டெயில்டாக பிளாக்போர்டில் சொல்லியாச்சு, ஃபிகர் மட்டும் தரல. அதனால் now I have given marine water prawn culture. Rearing of marine pinned prawn is called marine prawn culture or shrimp culture. சரியா? Example, Pinnaeus indicus and Pinnaeus monodon. Whereas freshwater, it is Macrobrachium rosenbergi and Macrobrachium malcosomni. These are all cultured as freshwater prawn. Just see the diagram for example. I hope you follow this. So this is our lesson unit 23 economic biology, where we have done the lesson in 6 parts. So in detail I have gone through, I have explained. I am sure you will make use of this explanation and understand the lesson. As I said, don't waste time. All the details you will note down the key points in the classwork note with the heading unit 23 economic biology. Okay, so we will continue with the next lesson in the next video session. Have a good day, have a nice day. Thank you.